You have to be happy.
We have to walk around here like this and ring the bells as you go. Okay, I feel very privileged, but there's also a lot of pressure. I cannot drop the goat. Okay folks, namaste and welcome back to Pokhara. I'm currently waiting for a taxi to arrive and pick me up because it's going to be an interesting one. Today I'm going to stay on a Nepalese farm. It's going to be mad. Okay, so we have arrived at the homestay. There's other guests here and we are currently about to trek, I think 1 to 2 hours for a goat sacrifice to the gods. As kind of a thank you, I'm going to learn why we're doing this. It's going to be crazy, I don't even know what to say, but yeah. Wow. Right, off we go on our little adventure. Ooh. I'm supposed to be doing a hike into the mountains in a few days. I've just done about 30 steps. I can't even breathe. Bodes well. Let's crack on.
My uncle, he asked like a wish to God
Yes.
for me to be healthy and to be successful in life.
Whilst you go and travel in Canada.
Yes.
So did they sacrifice a goat before you left as well? No.
This is the first time.
First time. Because he wished for that and because it came true, now you sacrifice a goat as a thank you?
It's like he wished for it, so you have to do it. He like he said to God like, oh, we'll come here and like sacrifice something in the name of me.
Oh, amazing.
So that's why.
Wow, so is there a specific time frame you have to do it, or they've just decided to do it now because you're back now?
Yes, exactly. I'm back now, so I'm excited to do it now.
So it's a regular thing here?
Not really. It's like when somebody goes away from family, or when somebody gets sick, really gets sick, or like when something is going bad, things happening in the family.
So you kind of wish for that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I understand. It's really interesting.
It's a way to thank God.
God for delivering on
Yes.
the wish or the prayer.
Yes.
Oh wow. And what was it like growing up in a village like this?
I mean, it was okay. It was like struggling. We're struggling a lot, right?
Yes.
Because we have the survival life in Nepal. But it was good. Our parents worked really hard.
Yes, they've
We
done
grew
really
everything at home. We never buy any like vegetables
Oh, wow.
or fruits or anything. We have everything in our garden, so it's organic, healthy food.
Well. That's amazing. That's why you're better than me at walking up here.
I will not say me because I left home when I was really young.
Oh really? How old?
I was like 19.
Okay. And how old are you now?
19 plus 5.
Okay, 24.
Yeah.
So you've had 5 years in Canada.
Yes.
And was it a culture shock being in a different country?
Yes, it was. So I didn't go any like big cities in Canada. I went to the Yukon.
So it's out in the kind of the wilderness.
Yes.
But you're almost used to that life.
Now I am, but the biggest culture shock was people don't really talk to each other. It's like very isolated.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't know your neighbors.
Yeah.
You don't really talk to anybody.
That's
It's not like that here. It's like
Everyone knows everyone?
yes.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's like that in the West in general.
Yeah, that was the biggest culture shock for me. I was
So
like,
did you feel kind of lonely out there?
yes. I
dear.
went during COVID time. I went in 2020.
Also even more isolated.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I studied online and did everything online. So I had a hard time like making friends, going out and talking to people.
But you've adapted now?
Yeah.
Good, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we look at this tree, this kind of vine or plant kind of coexists with the tree, and this is the orchid plant, yet to bloom, but when it does bloom it'll be white, pink flowers. But the guide was telling me that this orchid plant has been used for treatments of cancer here. Now perhaps even more amazingly, if you look up there, the thing that looks like a bag is actually leaves wrapped around, and this is an ant's nest in the tree that these quite large red ants have built. And they come out in summer. I can see a few of them, you won't be able to see, but they're quite large red ants living in the tree. And he was telling me if the nest is broken, they can take the nest, pour in boiling water, and then this mixture is a treatment for piles or hemorrhoids. So people here are using nature as much as they can to treat different things, but just this one tree here has got so much going on. Anyway, I need to catch them up. So we've arrived at the temple. Here it is. Last minute preparations are going on. They're kind of sweeping, cleaning the area. And the special guest has just arrived. The hesitant walk. Ooh. I feel kind of bad. I'm not involved, but it's kind of sad. The goat can sense what's coming, I think. It's barring, but luckily for me and for everyone, we're going to eat the meat and use the meat, which is super important. It's not just sacrifice, the meat is used, so I guess it's okay. So this is a little mixture. It's going to be used as an offering to the gods. It is made of ghee. The ceremony is starting, so it's made of ghee, rice flour and water. Okay, so the ceremony has started. We have to walk around here like this and ring the bells as you go. Oh, look at this. Shit, too loud. A bit loud. And of course, while being in the temple, you have to be barefoot. Incense has been lit at the entrance here because that lets the gods know that we are here, they can smell it. Interestingly, this temple is built upon a hill because, well, a mountain we'd call it, because the gods love to spend time in the mountains, and so this is a place that they would rest. Okay, so in there is the priest, and he's set a fire and he's making offerings to the gods. This includes money and all sorts. So the priest is actually, I believe, chanting in his head 108 times mantras, and he's just constantly giving offerings to the gods. This is all done in honour of the daughter of the man whose house we are staying, because she travelled to Canada and they wished for her safe passage, and she has returned now. So they're kind of offering this goat as a thank you to the gods for protecting the daughter. The previously made ghee and rice and water is being put on the fire. This will create a smell that the gods will smell along with the incense to let them know of our presence, and to let them know we're here to thank them for what they've done. Okay, so the worshipping to Devi, the god, the mother goddess, is now complete, and it's time to sacrifice the goat. So the goat's now been washed and prepared before being taken in to the temple and sacrificed with a knife. So they're setting up the station now where the sacrifice is going to take place inside of this temple. One last wash of the goat before the sacrifice takes place.
She have to be happy. Oh, okay. It means she's happy.
Okay.
Because the God wanted this the way.
Okay.
This means, oh, God take.
Okay, so the goat has to be happy before it's sacrificed, and the Shuddha apparently shows this happiness. Bye-bye, goat. At least you've had a good life, eh? So the blood now has to be spread all the way around this temple as a sacrifice to the god Devi, and a kind of a purgery of sins. To be fair, it was an incredibly clean kill. So now maybe I presume they're going to butcher the goat. So will these, do you know what will happen to these organs? Will they be offered, or they're offered now? Okay, so the organs are now going to be offered to the god, and which god is it? Is it Devi?
Yeah.
Devi. Two gods or just Devi?
Just Padda Kali Devi, yeah.
Okay. And Devi is like the mother goddess.
Liver is healthy or not, because we have to.
Ja, vi kommer også ned samme sted som I gør.
Healthy liver. It looks healthy though, right? And any particular reason why it's the liver, or
I'm
not sure?
Not
Okay.
sure.
So they're now inspecting the liver to make sure it's healthy, because you have to offer a healthy organ to the gods. So they're just checking over that now before offering it as a sacrifice. So they've now put the tika on Lolita, and she's getting a band, I think it's a protection band like this one, wraps around her wrist, and she's given a donation to the priest who oversaw this ceremony.
From this way, he said it's like good luck. This is like fulfill of the life. Fulfill of the life. Like better job, you know, long lasting.
This ridge part here is the good luck.
When you have like this, you can see the symbol. You know, symbol like this. You know, the priest said it's good luck. Everything is good.
Okay, good.
Did you have already?
No, this is from another night, so another one. And is this for protection?
Yeah,
Okay.
for your health. Is it too tight?
No, that's perfect.
No, okay.
Thank you. Okay, so the second band I've got is a band for good health and success. These flowers behind my ears are a blessing, and this tika, I believe, is also a blessing. So the goat is currently being degutted or gutted, ready to be carried down and barbecued on a fire tonight, down back in the village, to be eaten by all of us. I have to say it was a very clean and expertly executed process, from the actual sacrifice to the gutting and the cleaning of the carcass. It's all been very respectful and efficient and really well done. They're clearly experts at this, obviously it's part of their religion, and so they've done it a few times. Okay, so thank you, Daniel. So this is called toporo? And what is it, just rice and what?
Yeah.
Cream? Okay, just grab it?
Rice pudding, and this is from rice flour.
Okay,
We make with the butter.
so I just pick and pick?
Yeah. Together.
Oh, it's hot. Okay. It's good. Yeah, sweet. Very good.
Little sweet.
It's really nice, very creamy. Okay, so Lolita, the girl who the ceremony was kind of done for, she's fasted all day alongside her father and maybe her uncle too. So that kind of rice pudding was the first meal that they've had. So you have to fast before a religious ceremony such as sacrificing. I think now we've all got our energy, we're going to head back down to the village and see what the day brings. But wow, it's been a mad one already, and it's only about 12 o'clock. Okay. So the grass is being picked from here to line the basket that's going to carry the goat back, I assume, so the blood doesn't drip down onto the back, but it's kind of wrapped in a little cotton bag, so shouldn't be too bad anyway. I've been given the honour of carrying the goat back. It's not as heavy as it looks. We've got a long journey ahead, but downhill is going to be much easier than uphill. So let's go. Okay, I feel like Mike Tyson doing his neck exercises before a fight is actually a lot of strain. You've got to put both hands on, so I'm not going to be able to use the camera. But we haven't even set off yet. There's already straining. Okay, I feel very privileged, but there's also a lot of pressure. I cannot drop the goat. Got to hang on and watch my footing on this rocky path. Okay, so this is actually a very rare occurrence, a goat sacrifice. This is the first time this family has done it. So it's a very rare thing, very special thing. So we'll go tonight, cook this goat on the fire, which apparently takes around 30 minutes, and then we will feast and celebrate. Oh, it's an honour carrying this thing down. Whew. Okay, we have arrived back at homestay base camp. What a day it's been so far. I was walking with a guy who lives in the village called Kusal, and he was telling me this village is one of the bigger villages around here. They're very lucky because it's situated between 2 rivers, so they can easily go to fish or even swim. He also asked me, why did you notice the goat is small? And I said, yes, it's because it's a female, right? And he said, no, it has to be a virgin goat to be sacrificed because it has to be pure, which I guess makes sense. In that temple up there, it was female goats, but there's another temple dedicated to the ancestors here where they actually sacrifice male goats. So it's all very interesting, kind of complex, but it's a good deep dive into the Hindu religion and the life in a little village like this. I feel super lucky. The goat is headless because the head is taken by the priest and he will go and make a little soup out of that, so perks of the job, I guess. Whoa, this isn't like Vietnam. Today we're getting up close and personal with the buffalo. And look, they're currently burning the fur off the goat, preparing it ready to be put on the fire and barbecued, ready for us to feast on tonight. Okay, so the butchery has begun. After they'd blasted all the hair off with fire, the body was washed, shaved for any remaining hairs, and now it's been butchered. I guess the legs are coming off and the ribs separated into smaller pieces to put on the fire so it'll cook quicker. I think it's going to take around 30 minutes, and everything that accompanies the goat is obviously grown around in this village because, yeah, that's just life here. Everything you eat is grown around you. So this is actually the meat for tonight's meal down here that they're preparing now, and the rest of the butchery going on over there can be preserved for weeks upon weeks and used in many more meals after this. So this is the dry.
Yeah.
Cooking the dry?
Dry, yeah.
Yeah. So are these the parts that you say you have to cook dry?
Yeah.
Because they don't work in a soup?
I think it's happening for many long time, yeah? Yeah. And that meat, yeah, because you have bones.
So the bones give it flavour.
The soup.
The stock, yeah. It smells amazing. So here we go, we got a bit of everything. All the organs, meat. This is called dalbat? Dalbat power, he said.
Dalbat power,
Oh, this is dal?
flour, dal, rice, vegetable, pickle.
But this rice.
This is pickle, spice, yeah?
Spicy pickle?
Yeah.
And this is all grown here?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so it may look like I haven't eaten anything, but my plates keep getting filled up.
Yeah. We know.
So the interesting part about this is there's about, I guess, five different organs, I'll say, mixed in. You don't know what you're eating, but each bite is different. Full of flavour.
True.
Amazing. Okay, and welcome to the room. Look at this. A nice little view of the mountains there. Lovely double bed. I've even got a little desk to do my work in. I think that's a yoga mat. Don't know if I'll be using that. Let's have a look in here. Okay, and a nice little toilet. Spacious, we've got a shower. Phenomenal. Right. Oh, what a day it has been. Crazy. I was up at 6 this morning, got a taxi here. Strangely, I got in a taxi, there were 2 other people in the taxi, and those 2 people I was sat next to on the flight here, which is mental. We've ended up in the same place, which is really crazy. Then I came here, we saw the goat sacrifice, I've seen it being prepared, cooked, and I've eaten it, and it was delicious. I'm with a really good group of people here, everyone's super friendly. There's so many stories, it's so interesting, life here. So I'm super excited to just keep diving into this culture, learning about it, and tomorrow I think I'm going to go out and work on the farm. Oh, I'm super excited. Anyway guys, I think that's me for today. I'm just going to chill, soak in this peace, and I'll see you on the next one.